there YouTube, it's me, Josh, and can you believe there's still one more Nightmare on Elm Street movie I want to review. Okay, I'm going to review Nightmare on Elm Street, the remake. It's made in the year 2010. Okay, now, I just want to say, I'm not really a big fan of remakes. I don't really agree with them because I personally think it's lazy filmmaking. Like, I just don't think it's right to take someone else's idea and make money out of it yourself. But that's just me. So, I didn't really know what to expect going into this remake. And now that I've seen it, I can say it was an alright remake, I guess. I've seen better remakes, I have seen worse remakes. I'll say this, it's definitely better than the Friday the 13th remake, in my opinion. However, for me, it's not quite as good as, say, the Texas Chainsaw Massacre remake or the Halloween remake. So, it's up there somewhere, but, so I didn't love it and I didn't hate it. So, for me, this remake's 50-50. Okay, so, I thought I'd start off this review by talking some changes. Okay, well, the first big change is there's a new guy playing Freddy Krueger, which is no surprise. Jackie L. Haley is now having a shot. And of course he's not going to be as good as Robert Englund, but I don't think it's possible for any critic to say that he's better than Robert Englund, because people are too nostalgic about the first movie that there's just no possible way that anyone could say that. But he's a lot darker than the original Freddy. I know that in the first Nightmare on Elm Street movie, Freddy was serious, but after the sequels he got less serious and almost turned into a comedy killer, and yeah, so he's definitely a lot more serious, and I guess I can understand why they did that. They have to suit the modern audience. Like, horror movies these days aren't really about having fun, they're more about getting scared. Like, the fun ones are gone, really. That's kind of sad, but that's the 21st century for you. Now, one thing that really pisses me off about this remake, it really gives me the shits, is they reveal a lot in this remake, and they change the backstory of Freddy Krueger. Okay, in the original Nightmare on Elm Street movie, Freddy Krueger was a child murderer. That made sense. It made sense for him to be a child murderer. But in this remake, he's this child molester and sort of a pedophile type of character. And I didn't really like that. The original concept by Wes Craven was to have Freddy as a pedophile, not a killer, but it made more sense for him to be a killer. Like, they shouldn't try and make something that didn't work. So that annoyed me, and the flashback sort of ruined the mysterious side of Fred Krueger, and I hated how, he was crying when the parents were burning him down. That annoyed me because it gave some sort of remorse to Freddy, and I do not want any remorse to Freddy Krueger. Just like how I sort of felt in A Nightmare on Elm Street Part 6. I just do not know why they want people to have some sort of remorse to someone who you're meant to be afraid of. So, yeah, I mean, the acting wasn't that great. The new Nancy, she was fucking awful. I didn't really like the way the first Nancy's character was built up. Sorry, this Nancy's, because the first Nancy was a lot more faster than this Nancy, whilst the new Nancy is a bit of a goody-goody two-shoes, and I don't really think that that's how I like to see Nancy as. And in the start of the film, they even brought Christian in. Now, I think that the Christian in this remake was meant to be shout out to the Christian in Nightmare on Elm Street 3, 4 and 5. But I don't know. But I liked how they made references to the original movie. And some of the quotes weren't just from the original movie. There were some quotes from the sequels, like the "How this far dream" quote from Nightmare on Elm Street Part 4. So I did like that. Okay, well, I've been doing a lot of shouting today, and my sound's really not that great, so I need to talk loudly. So I'm going to end this video. So this remake, it's alright. I've seen better remakes, I've seen worse remakes. Michael Bay is not a great director, and this is not a great movie, but it's not a shit movie at the same time. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.